Meet Art Volo Jr. To call him a University of Michigan football fan would be an understatement. With permission from the university, Art has been filming U of M football games for over 40 years and has quite a collection.
What I do is I try to put together a video that captures what we call the game day experience. I edit them up, and then people that want these things can get in touch with me, and then we can make arrangements. But there is no profit being realized. If there was, I wouldn't be allowed to be where I am in that stadium if I was profiting off Michigan football. I show the tailgating, I show all the pregame stuff with the band, I show all the ceremonial stuff. During television timeouts, I show the veteran of the game. I show any kind of special presentation that's made on the field. The folks at home don't get to see any of this.
You're going to win that ball game. You got it? And when you win it, not if you win it, when you win it.
When Bob Ufer gave the speech that is the ultimate one for the Gipper, it was back in an era when there were no camcorders. And I was doing it on Beta because I believed that Beta was the better format in video. The only other guy that was there was videotaping it with one of those VHS cameras, and he had a problem with his, and he didn't get any sound. So mine is the only recording of that event. And the thing that, of course, astounded me is the fact that Detroit's 2, 4, and 7, all three were out there, and they weren't recording it. I said, this is a historic speech, and they're not getting it. I couldn't believe it. 1979 was the 100th homecoming. Lee Corso was the coach at IU, Indiana University, and he went ballistic because they thought there was intentional grounding when they threw the football out of bounds. And then on the next play, John Wangler, the quarterback, threw it to Anthony Carter, who caught it and ran into the end zone with 6 seconds on the clock, and Michigan won. Bob Ufer was going out of his mind. In the clip that I have, you can barely hear him over the roar of the crowd. Even Bo Schembechler, who was pretty laid-back coach, he was jumping up and down like a grammar school kid. It was unbelievable. And they piled on top of him. I thought they were going to kill him. It was just unbelievable. Because it was the 100th anniversary, he said, we won't see a play like that for another 100 years. In the 1981 season, word had gotten out that Bob Ufer's health was failing. So Frank Beckman was brought in to do the games. And the first home game that year was against Notre Dame. And they were highly ranked. And Michigan beat them. And at the end of the game, he was up in the booth when they're counting down the seconds on the clock. He came in and Frank just says, take over, you know, it's your call. And it was so great. And he even had a poem. Knowing Bob Ufer's health was bad, just before that, the crowd, I don't know if they were prompted or whatever, but they all turned around on the west side of the stadium, looking up to the window and yelling his name.
I tell you, my blood turns maize and blue every Saturday. It has for 364 games for 37 years, Frankie boy, but I tell you, I've never been more gratified than this afternoon.
Ah!